My name is Saxby Short and I'm 17 years old and I'm from Wiradjuri Nation from Dubbo. We would like to begin by acknowledging the traditional custodians of the land in which Garma takes place today and pay respects to elders past, present and emerging. We pay our respects to the elders who are the knowledge bearers, the holders of traditional law and living, and we honour the future elders, the Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander young people, and that they grow up strong in themselves, fulfil their hopes and dreams, and continue to carry their language, cultural traditions and stories. I would now like to welcome up Reid to kick off today's forum.
At the 2024 Garma Youth Forum, themed Fire, Strength, Renewal, students from Pymble Ladies College, Barker College, the Northern Territory Education Department, Studio Schools, NASCAR Sporting Chance Academy, and Millen Gimby gathered to immerse themselves in and celebrate the shared vision and collective action for the future. Before we jump into what we've got up to, there's a few special people we would like to shout out and thank. Thank you so much to Deela and Japati for their love and their warmth. They have provided the students with vision and friendship that will last well beyond this festival. They both watch out for us, guide us, educate us, and they have been here every step of the way throughout this youth forum. Deela and Japati hold space and opportunity for us to be here, to learn from one another, and they've always believed in these youth and what they are capable of. We would also like to thank Me Watch Health, Yalme Yinapingu, and the Yungal elders for taking us through Rapidi, the discipline ceremony, and for setting the tone for the entire youth forum. We would also like to say a massive thank you to Dumble for teaching us to weave, for laughing with us, and for allowing space for growth. Thank you to our wonderful volunteers, Izzy, Maisie, Jess, Danny, Ella, Tessa, Leanne, and Ash. This simply would not have been possible without your support in wrangling everything from fruit for morning tea all the way through to kicking the students out from playing volleyball at 2 a.m. in the morning. A big thank you to the teachers and the guardians that brought the students here. It is such a special experience for them to be able to camp, to mingle with the other students, and you have all done such an incredible job in allowing space for them to grow. The Youth Forum facilitators, thank you for the plethora of workshops and activities that we've been able to take the students through. A special shout out to our guests, Mr. Prime Minister Anthony Albanese and King Stingray. Thank you for taking the time to come into the Youth Forum, for sharing your stories, and most importantly, for taking the time to listen and connect with these students. A thank you to Madge for always supporting and championing the youth, for setting up succession planning. The concept itself is simple. It's about First Nations self-determination. And we in the Youth Forum are aligning the work we do with this. Myself and Sienna Stubbs are a great example of the succession planning that has been set up and will continue for the years to come. Lastly, a massive shout out to the youth. You have all been exceptional. You are all authentic to yourselves and you should be proud of who you are. Over the last few days, we have built a community full of honesty, vulnerability, respectfulness, and most importantly, kindness. It is an absolute honour to have spent time with each and every one of you, and I cannot wait to hear about the action you are going to take in the future. Now we're going to hear from the youth with some of the workshops they've been through over the last couple of days.
Some of the workshops we've been through over the last couple of days is iPad Creativity with Bev, allowing us to look introspectively, reflect on our values, and create an image of ourselves that represent who we are. Robotics with Spidey was fun and inspired us to experiment with technology, coding, and making the spheres go through mazes. We also did Indigenous body percussion with Alfira, Bung, and their two wonderful children. This workshop focused on Ratu Duek, a sitting body percussion dance from Aceh. The dance consisted of intricate pattern making with our hands accompanied by traditional song. Rhythms were made through clapping, hitting the upper body, legs, and voice.
Yo bookmark na mere. Ngaranya ko Monica Bene irong ara dual kalewin ko poy. Dual miyal yako Serenity dual ngai Sydney poy. Ngara kalak karam ngata poy dawo.
Hello everyone, how are you? I'm Serenity and this is Monica. She's from Gulkula. We learn about nutrition and different food environments in Sydney. I get my food from the supermarket and farms.
Ngara kun ngata dilti poy garangi poy.
There is lots of food advertising and promotions of unhealthy food and drinks all around us. This makes it hard to make healthy choices. We want to see healthier food environments in the city and the bush so we can live a long, healthy life.
The NT Music School ran 2 workshops in the Youth Forum this year, and it was heaps of fun. In the first workshop, young beatmakers learnt music production skills, writing and creating their own tunes. The second was a live jam space with participants learning to sing and play King Stingray songs, best bits. Using percussion, guitar, ukulele, and voice. Some King Stingray members even came to the forum to join in. Weaving with Dumbur. Dumbur weaving workshops with the students. Ran weaving workshops with the students. It was so special to be able to sit, learn, and laugh with her. Dumbur has so much patience and was very special for us to learn from her.
As you've heard from the students, some of the workshops that we had at the Youth Forum this year were very special and enabled the students to sit and learn from younger people, to be engaged in the country, and also interact with each other in fun and engaging and educating workshops. So now we're going to hear from a few of them through a Q&A that we have prepared. I will be asking them some questions. So, first we'll go through and do some introductions. You say your name and where you're from and who you've come here with. and a little highlight of your time.
Hi, my name is Desi, and I'm a proud Gamilaroi woman from Walgett. I came here.
Hello?
I came here with my school, Pymble Ladies College, and the highlight for me was the Ray Biddy because it just felt very cleansing, and for me, it marked a new beginning.
Hi, I'm Noah Dunn. I'm from Glenmore Park. I'm a Wiradjuri man. I've come here with NASCAR, and my favourite was also the reaping.
Hi, my name is Haley Willis, and I'm from Darwin High School. My family is from Wilpaba, the Great Keppel Islands, east of Queensland.
What a highlight that you've had here?
Thank you. My highlight of this trip to Garma would have to be the weaving. Yeah, I made a bracelet. I was surprised that I had the patience. Yeah.
Hi, I'm Serenity. I'm from Sydney, and I'm a Wiradjuri. My highlight of this trip was being with the kids. It's like so amazing getting to like know all of them. Like they will just like come up to you and like hug you even though like they don't know you. So yeah.
Beautiful. I know, it's very special, the memories that you make at the Youth Forum, and I've seen you learn and grow, and it's been really lovely. So you didn't really know about what was here at Gulkula and what was here at the Youth Forum. What was it that made you want to pursue that and made you want to come here to the Garma Festival? Just a few of you, if you have any urge to.
Growing up in Glenmore Park, there's not really a lot of cultural connection, and from family that don't know a lot about it, I've been trying to get that connection back and learn as much as I can, and this is one of the best ways I could think of to do it.
I actually didn't know about Garma Festival. I heard about it last year, but I wasn't invited. But
Like
this
this.
year,
Go like this.
oh sorry, this year the Department of Education and the NT invited me, and the Leaders of Tomorrow group, which is a program I've been in for 3 years now, and I'm very grateful to have come here, to be invited here, and I've really enjoyed it. I don't know what to say.
Cool. Those sound like lovely experiences. In that, you know, we learn about, you know, robotics, and we've learnt about beat making. What were some of your favourite workshops? And while you did learn those skills, did you learn anything more through that? What was something that you really learnt while being here?
For me, my favourite workshop was the How We Want to See Australia in the Future. It was just really good to get our points across, and as youth, it's important because we are the future, and yeah.
That was my workshop, by the way, guys, just noting it.
Mine was probably the dances, because that was just like cool to like learn like cultural dances and like where they were from, and yeah.
Yep, the weaving. I like the weaving. I also like the beat making. that was good too. Interesting. Never done it before. Yeah.
Was there anything you learnt more through the weaving other than patience?
Well, well, I'm far from where my family is from, and I've actually never been there myself. But I do know that we do weaving, and just to learn how to weave was amazing, and was very therapeutic too.
Beautiful.
My favorite workshop was the Spiro movement in the robotics. I learned a little bit more depth into coding than I already knew, and I got to speak to Spidey about lots of science-related topics.
Shout out Spidey. You've spoken a little bit about it, but share maybe with the audience that we have today. It's only been 3 days or 4, but how have you grown in your experience coming here? I know that all of you have travelled very far to be here. Even in the process of getting here, how have you grown as a person coming to Garma?
The process of getting here required a lot of patience with lots of delays. But then arriving and meeting so many new people in a place completely unfamiliar, not really anything here that we know, just to, by the end of the trip, being comfortable with where we are.
I'm not a very confident person, but I have grown confidence over this 3-day experience. Like sitting here talking to you guys. Meeting new people too. I don't really like doing that, but I did meet a lot of new people.
You've done it. We're proud of you.
Mine would be the same, meeting new people. It's just like amazing to connect to other people you've never met before and like in a new environment. Yeah.
I love that.
I think for me, just putting myself forward for things I normally wouldn't. Like, I normally wouldn't put myself forward for interviews with BTN or NITV. But this week, I put my hand up and said yes to things.
Big hand for these mobs. It is an environment where you have to put yourself out there and have the bravery to do that, because what comes from it is really beneficial for you guys. Just something that is curious to me, and probably all of these people, is there something about Yolngu people or Yolngu culture that you've come to appreciate and, make you see the world with different lens?
I guess for me, like, the sense of community here is so strong. Like, you guys still speak language and continue your cultures, but it just sort of made me reflect back home how we don't really do that sort of stuff, and it just made me appreciate how strong the culture is up here.
Along similar lines, a lot of them are very, like, the sense of community. If you're just walking past people, they'll say hello, they'll wave, smile at you, just make you a bit more comfortable here.
Yeah.
I think that's something that everyone's taken away with them, on your way to breakfast. Just a little nod and a smile is really lovely, because, in the city, sometimes you don't get that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're very welcoming. I felt welcomed. Didn't know a lot of people. Didn't think strangers would say hi to me. But yeah, it was really good, and I agree with Desi too. Like, our culture and that is kind of dying. So it's very good to see that your culture is strong. I think the dances were beautiful, and I just love everything about your culture. It just makes me want to try and learn more about my culture. Yeah. Continue.
Exactly. And that's what I think this encourages, is you as young people going back to your country and getting that buzz back. Yeah.
It would be the same. Like, you guys like have an amazing relationship with everyone, like, and the connection that you all have is like beautiful. Yeah, I just love the culture.
Beautiful. One final question. What would you say to someone who is considering coming to Garma, or if you go home and tell your friends, what would you tell them?
Do I go? That you should come, because it will be a beautiful like experience. It's amazing. Yeah.
Yeah, come. Definitely come. Once in a lifetime experience, and if it's a real I'm definitely coming again. So yeah.
It's a very important event to go to in like your path to learn more about your culture, who you are, where you're from, people that know who they are and get ideas off them.
I would definitely say come. It just makes you appreciate the deep and rich culture that they have here and the variety of cultures that we have here in Australia.
Thank you guys. Thanks. You're amazing. Let's get a round of applause for our panelists. Well done, guys. So the workshop that I ran, that is highly spoken of by the students, I'm very glad, because this is something that I was really excited to do, and something that I encourage myself to do. I have been encouraged to do, and what I really wanted to encourage the students to do is to think about the future and think about what they want. Because as young people, sometimes we think that we don't have any power, but that's not true. It's important for these people to know that they hold the fire, to keep the fire burning. And I thought about the theme of the Gurta Woma Urko, fire, strength, renewal. And I thought about the process of burning. When we burn the country, it kills all the dead stuff and provides the nutrients for the new stuff to grow. And I thought about talking to the kids and hearing about what they want to burn, what they think they need to get rid of for the new stuff to grow. And this is what they came up with. It was our say, our statement for action by the youth. Yo.
For 3 days, we have gathered, shared stories, talked about the issues impacting our communities, and worked together to create a set of actions. It's our turn to have our say and to be heard.
We experience violence in our communities and schools. We see authority abusing their power. We see kids as young as 10 years old getting locked up. We experience racism and intimidation every day.
We watch country being exploited. We don't have enough positive opportunities and pathways. We experience barriers in the Western education system. We hear insincere acknowledgements.
We hear promises that are not acted upon. We see communities struggle with the rising costs of living. We experience a lack of safe spaces for mob to thrive. We experience intergenerational bullying, and we feel unheard by people in power. This is the current state of the world we exist in.
future we want to see looks different. We need the freedom to grow. We need to learn about our culture and speak our language. We need to protect and manage our lands and our waters. We need more black doctors, lawyers, educators, truth tellers, and leaders in position of power.
We need to connect with and learn from other mobs. We need more affordable and safe housing. We need access to afford and healthy food.
We want culturally safe education and two-way learning in our classrooms and in our communities. We need to sit alongside our elders and to listen.
We need for learning in country, and we need to respect for culture.
We need to feel safe. We need truth telling. We need to self-determine our own futures. We need to keep the fire burning.
We want to be heard. To the people here today and the people in power, we need you to walk with us and to listen. If the last 12 months have shown us anything, it's that we cannot wait.
We need positive action now. Yes, we need policy, but we need those policies to be acted upon. Allow us together to mobilize and to have our say.